What's good, YouTube? This is your boy. Nah, let's be different. Because everyone says this is your boy. So I'm going to say this is your man and that pretty MF.
ASAP?
Yes, sir.
Rocky?
Yes, sir.
What?
But you must greet everyone.
Today we will be talking about what really happened to the South African streamers, you feel me, and what caused them to break up. You won't believe what caused their breakup, so to find out, stick around and watch the whole video. Oh, and subscribe, you dig? So this all started when a podcaster named Takgi was yapping, as always, about sonwabile, one of the biggest SA streamers, on about how every YouTuber and streamer worships the ground he walks on. And when sonwabile says jump, they all say, how high? You feel me? And the podcaster goes on and specifically name drops the names of the YouTubers / streamers Hotshot Aaron, Fargo, and Bruce that are supposedly worshipping sonwabile. This is where Shy gets deep.
It's about to go down.
Hotshot Aaron, a streamer / YouTuber, sees this and reacts to it on cam, then that's that. Aight, cool. But then Hotshot Aaron takes that statement and uses it as motivation to lock in even more. Because if a podcaster can't even recognize my hard work of building my own fan base from scratch without no help, then it must mean I'm not pushing enough to be known as my own man next to another man, you know? The same way you would be able to recognize Duke Dennis as an individual and Kai C-Nut as an individual type she, without having to discredit the other one, you feel me? So Hotshot Aaron locks in and pulls a one-of-a-kind generational run, making him distant from his streamer friends, and also making him put himself and his fan base first before anyone else. Fast forward months, so takes a break from streaming and YouTube, allowing Hotshot Aaron to dominate even more, because here in SA we have a small number of streamers, you dig? This is where She goes down. Bruce gets invited by Ghost Hlubi, also one of the biggest YouTubers in SA, for a collab. When he gets there, he runs straight into an ambush. Ghost Hlubi secretly invites Bruce's ex-girlfriend, knowing very well that Bruce is dating. Bruce also allows temptation to get to him and ends up doing what he is not supposed to do. Fast forward a week later, Bruce and Aaron do podcasting together alongside 3 other YouTubers. Aaron goes there and calls out Ghost Hlubi for being a lame friend towards Bruce and for setting him up. But Bruce sides with Ghost Hlubi instead and says he apologized for it. Then they criticize him for not wanting to cut ties with Ghost. He ended up taking it badly because it made him feel like he was being emasculated by Aaron and the other members by making him feel like he can't take his own decisions as a man. Then weeks go by. Bruce and the other members go to Zim for business purposes, and Aaron decides to stay behind so he can stream at a PJ party. Now, this is where things go nasty. As Aaron was streaming at the PJ party, not one but 2 of Bruce's exes show up to Aaron's stream, and they end up talking about Bruce, with one of them saying if she wanted, she can get back with Bruce, then Aaron defends Bruce as his homie. That same week post the party, Aaron secured a sponsorship from their podcasting oppositions, but for streaming purposes, not podcasting. Now it's Monday. Bruce and his group are back from their trip, and they just dropped an episode, and Aaron was absent on that episode. Now and on that episode, Bruce and Dom speak about how foul it was for Aaron to have Bruce's ex-girlfriends on his stream, especially because Aaron wanted Bruce to cut Ghost for the same reason. But now they excluded the part where Aaron defended Bruce. Okay, Aaron resigns from the podcast thingy. sonwabile comes back from his break, and he drops a trailer for his upcoming subathon, and then guess what? In that trailer, there were those 2 Bruce's exes. Now, Aaron gets angry at Bruce and his group because they were on his case and for having Bruce's ex-girlfriends on his stream, even though he was defending Bruce. Now that it's sonwabile, nobody says anything now. If you pause and remember what Taki had said about these guys worshipping sonwabile, it's raising again. Because why are they not confront him the same way they did with Aaron? Now there is tension between Aaron and Bruce and his crew. sonwabile now gets involved in the mix and says, but he called Bruce and asked him if it was cool. Then, now Aaron doesn't take this she well, and he retaliates because his boys are biased towards him, leading to the final nail in the coffin. And if you analyze properly, you will realize that the breakup of the streamers was caused by girls. And gents really become blinded when it comes to girls. And if it wasn't for Bruce's ex-girlfriends, we wouldn't be here. And that's why y'all shouldn't mix business with pleasure. Because these girls are also content creators, so you can't say, because they are that guy, this guy's ex, then now y'all can't collab. That's like taking out bread out of y'all mouths because of feelings. When you are doing business, all emotions or personal relationship must not be involved. For example, if I date many Huns who are content creators, so it must mean that y'all need permission from me to collab with them? Oh no, that's unethical and unprofessional for business. Worst case scenario, imagine if me and your ex are working under the same brand and we are required to do something together. So I have to decline the brand deal just to impress you as my boy. No. I can't feed it your ego and your feelings, you get me. So I feel like the breakup of them guys was low-key, caused by girls, but in most cases, boys always have a tendency of ending up beefing with each other because of females. For example, Chris Brown and Quavo beef, it was caused by a girl, Drake and Rick Ross, Eminem and Nick Cannon, the late AKA and Casper. So this is the end of the video. Please comment on what content y'all want to see next. So comment, like, share, and subscribe, you know. Did you subscribe?
Yeah, really, yeah.
And stay tapped in and click the notification bell so that you know when I drop the next video.